Okay, my friends, welcome in to another 164 NASCAR custom diecast video. I'm taking this Chevy Impala Super Sport. This is a 2007 body that I painted with the Audi Daytona gray with pearl effect. And I'm making this Eric McClure Hefty steel sack Walmart car. It's a 2009 car that Eric drove. If you know the story about Eric, he's no longer with us. But I had this final set of decals, and I said, you know what, this is a good opportunity to use it. So had these side decals sitting in the water for a little while, so we're going to pull them out and drop them in place here on the side. And then I'm going to show you a little trick. I'll say a little trick. I don't like this little folding that's going on here all of a sudden. Okay. I've had these in the water for a little while, so they're very flimsy. Kind of have to be careful here as they kind of try to fold over top themselves or fold over the back of them. Yeah, unfortunately I had to use I think it was a Coors Light Bud Pole sticker there. I had to take that out for another custom. So that's why that's missing. But this is normally a black car, so it's not going to be too far off, but it'll definitely be one of a kind. I've made this custom couple times before in the past, a while ago. So 2009, so what's that, 15 years ago? Good Lord, how time flies. But I didn't do any trimming of these decals. I left it the way it was. I just, of course, cut out the wheel well, but it seemed to, as I lined it up on the body before putting it in the water, it seemed to line up pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with that. And since it's been in the water for so long, definitely don't need any micro sole. It's plenty soft. So we're here in September. Should be interesting how a little fuzzy there on the end. Told you guys about how things go when the temperature dips. Working here in my basement, right? So when the temperature starts to dip and it starts to get like 65 degrees, 64 degrees down here, the decals are stiff. And it's just interesting how that, it's like 70, 72 down here now, but you go down 5, 7 degrees, and it's amazing how these decals are affected by that. Kind of surprising, but alright, so I'm going to pull this back a little bit. That 3M gets tucked a little bit there. What happened to my NASCAR decal? That slid up. Now this is a 2009, so I believe they weren't putting the green fuel door on cars yet. I think that came in 2010. I'll double check and make sure of that. But so I'll leave this here like that. The decal set didn't come with it, and some of the 2010 decal sets didn't come with it either. But that is something you got to look for, because you want to match it to, again, how it was driven on the track as closely as possible. That fuel door kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Green fuel door. American ethanol. Okay. Let's get some on the front here. All right. Sometimes if it's not wet enough, it just won't stick. Alright, and then we got this little Sunoco decal. And these are always fun on these COTs. Come on. We're sticking it right in there. Separate these out because they go in between those little straps that hold that lower valence in place. But yeah, I'm working this car here. One of the things that, well, hold on a second. Let me get these headlights in. The headlights are nice. They line up with the body of the car pretty easily. They're pretty well pronounced, the headlights, where they go. So that's always nice. You don't have to be too concerned about getting them perfect. If you line them up with the die-cast body, then you're pretty good shape. And the bow tie. Okay. One of the things that I get frustrated with on some of these decal sets. So, especially, you know, these COTs and some of these others, right? So here's a decal for the front fender, and if I leave it the way it is, you can see it kind of comes up here, but in reality, they kind of go back. They kind of go like this, and they're not curved enough. So what I've done in the past is, and sometimes I do more than just one cut, separating them out, but I'll just do the one cut this time. But sometimes I'll separate them all out, and that way you can lay them in that, you know, tiered effect on the car. So I'll do that for the driver's side. I'll do this on the other side. So I'm just cutting right between the Moog and the comp, right on that line. So at least I can stagger those two. Let me show you what else I got going on. Finally getting around to this Eric E-Step car. And number 6, I've got some black painting to do before I put this on, but yeah, this is the Out of the Groove number 6 that he drove. Mr. Poole drove in 2022, the Xfinity Series, so I'm working that. I've got this quick strut Chase Elliott Napa from Michigan, so I'm pretty much done with this, and just got another coat or two of sealer, and I'm going to mount it in this display case. You'll see that up on eBay here shortly enough. Also finished this Skittles, Sour Skittles Kyle Busch fantasy truck from, I think it was 2017. But yeah, with the Monster, it's pretty cool. This is a fun truck to make with the kind of the key lime green Toyota, and got some trimming to do with the Monster logo back here, and also the Skittles is huge across this front. And so one of the things I did, you put the hood decal on, and then you put these sides on, and I had to trim just above the Goodyear because it wasn't lining up, and I wanted to show as much of the Skittles lettering as possible. But pretty happy with that. Got some more coats of sealer to put on this guy, and she'll be done. Again, mount that in a display case over here. Andrew, I got a couple of your cars to make. Appreciate that. Finally opened up the package. So at your Alex Bowman Milestone Initiative, I'll be working on that one, and the Travis Pastrana Black Rifle Coffee. I'll be making that for you here in the coming week. So, all right, that's what's going on, guys. Let's see if I can get this on here. Show you guys what this looks like. So yeah, so you can see how this looks pretty good. I probably could have taken the comp off and slid it back a little bit, right? Separated that out from the Edelbrock decal. But this is probably sufficient enough. And then you lay that in place, right? Like so. But just be mindful, right? These decals are yours. When you buy them, they are yours. You can do whatever you want with them to make the car the way you want it to be. So don't be restricted by the decals. The way that they're lined up together, you can cut them and separate them out and do what you want to do with it. You know, it's the best way to make a custom look again like it was on the racetrack. So, and then we'll do this side here. Get these guys in place. You got to have them moist, really moist, in order to get them in there to stay in there. If they're too dry, they will keep falling out. So make sure they're plenty wet. Yeah, and if you're interested, I don't know who is, but I did a video last number of months ago about losing weight, and yeah, guys, I am down to 188 pounds. I was at 236, and now I'm down to 188. And so, do the math. That's 48 pounds that I've lost, basically in the last year and a half. Pretty happy about that. Trying to do my best to keep it off. But I've just radically changed what I eat. That's been the key. Before, I would work out and run a little bit more, and I'd lose weight, right? And I'd try to cut back on my soda, but I'd always gain it back. But this time, I completely changed the way I eat. So basically, and I kind of said this in my video that I did, but basically I just eat once or twice a day, and I always have red meat when I eat. And my favorite is ribeye. So I'll have a ribeye steak. That's what I had for lunch today. 3 eggs. I'll eat some blueberries and some greens. When I say greens, it's like, spinach or microgreens or some kind of leafy greens. And then my drink is either, water, or I'll have a protein shake with that. But yeah, guys, bread and sugar are our enemy. And if you can eliminate bread and sugar and reduce your sugar intake, you will feel and look and lose weight. You'll feel so much better. And so I highly encourage it. I don't know why it's, it seems almost like the health and just the community of nutrition doesn't want you to do that. For whatever reason, they don't encourage it. They don't try to get you to cut back on your sugar so much. So anyways, that's a little update on that. Feeling so much better. Just crazy how that has really transformed my life in a very positive way. Okay, I saw this folded down. Dang it. Okay. That's one thing you always got to watch. If you're, I set this on this side earlier. I'm coming over doing this side. I got to watch I don't bump that other side while I put this in. So I probably should have waited, but I wanted to show you guys putting this other side on. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you watching, liking, and subscribing, and following along. God is good. God is always good. All right, what do we got? Gonna have to fold that in just a little bit there. So keep working this, try to get any wrinkles out. I'm probably going to need to trim the top part of that Walmart logo because it's up on the window. I don't want that. Alright guys, I'll let you go. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless. Take care.